So just ignore the many pocket holes and the cracking boards and how much wood I used. But this is going to be, it's going to have 2 bookshelves on each end, fireplace below, and then a TV above with a 1-inch clearance. There's really not much help on the internet about how much clearance you should have around this big of a TV and how much you should have in the back. So I just use some 2x10s. Very lovely framing. I put a ton of wood in this because I really didn't want the to sag at all. I'm a carpenter, so obviously I'm gonna over-engineer shit. And ignore how it's short 3/4. I accidentally made it 3.5 inch shorter to begin with, because we originally planned to have a 3.5 inch board on the bottom, but when we stood it up the first time, A, we figured out the wall was too short, and B, we discovered that having that 3.5 inches board made this 3.5 inches too high, so your eye was literally looking directly here instead of up here, and that's what we did not want. My sister was like, oh, it's fine, you can be in reclining chairs, but no, it was not fine for me. So now I'll show you this room over here. Ignore how dark it is and ignore how I'm just wheeling around on a wheelie chair. No, I'm getting stuck on all my stuff. Let me just get up. Boo-doo-doo-boo-boo. Over here you can see this one just taking shape. Ignore my bad camera skills. This one's and ignore my finger in the thing. This one's taking shape real nicely. This was a pain in the ass because this is lower and this is higher. This is still 6 inches off the ground, and this is still 5 3/4 inches off the ground. So you still have like a quarter, but it used to be like an inch difference. So I had to do some crazy shit with cutting boards. So it was a little pain in the neck to commingle it. I don't even know what I just said. But yeah, we're gonna have bookshelves. Obviously cabinets below, and then bookshelves above. And then I just have these spacers on here. So when I put the carcass in, aka the box, it's 3/4 inch off of this, so you get a nice reveal of trim. So this is what I'm doing in my basement. Oh, and then I gotta rework those shelves. They're sagging a little bit. And then, yeah, this is all because we had to take the drywall off and the insulation because our cats peed in our basement. So my work partner came in and mudded all this. So we had to put 2x4s in here, like sideways, 3.5 inches wide ways, and put pocket holes. Yeah, pocket holes are saving my ass on this job. I didn't have pocket holes. I don't know what I would have done. Yeah, I should have not pocket holed that one up there and just put it up in 2 pieces, but oh well. I will figure it out later. But yeah, my mom's been keeping this all nice and clean, and here's our fireplace. Ooh, fancy. So, oh, and then I'll show you a little bit more detail. That's where we keep all our insulation right now. I'm joking. This is gonna be a box. Just throw anything in. This is gonna have a nice birch plywood on top, so you can lift it up, and has all the wonderfuls in there, whatever you want to call it. And this is how we've been getting wood in and out. We don't have a walkout basement. Instead, we have a ladder and then a window. Very efficient. Very efficient. But yeah, I'll show you my framing a little bit more closely. So I put the joist on the bottom. And then I should have put a board across in the back, but I forgot way too late to do that, so I had to put spreaders in between these boards to keep them spread out and nice and even. And then I had to, let me get down dirty in here, and then I had to put a board up top, and then a board supporting that board, and this is for like the fireplace depth. And then all just so these 2 joists could sit on something. Somehow I made this perfectly 7, what did I make them? don't even know, 7.5. I made them perfectly 7.5, and that perfectly worked out to have 1.5 inches down. So this would be flush, nice and flush. And then, of course, throughout this entire process, I had to stretch a string across this one, and this one up here, because it was all wonky-doo. This one was like 1.25 inches out, so I had to push it out a quarter so it could be 1 inch again. And down here I had to kind of sort of do the same thing. It was just all twisted because these boards aren't straight anymore. Thank you, Modern Lumber. Yeah, I didn't have another 2x10 joist, so I just used 2x6. I mean, it's okay. It's just, I don't even know what's fucking happening. Oh my god, I think it's my sister. She's insane right now. And then yeah, I just had to put some spreaders across. So I know you're saying, why wouldn't you just put 2 boards and not use 2x10s? But my mom said she wanted a lot of ventilation for the TV, and I was like, I meant to grab a 2x8 board, but I grabbed a 2x10, and so it is what it is. Unless she accidentally did these pocket holes wrong because the depth gauge for the pocket hole jig was set wrong, so oh well. Yeah, that's my lovely framing. Let me know what you think on it. I know it's overkill. Bye!